Hey everybody, gameguywoopwoop, and welcome back to the Super Smash Bros. Brawl tutorial videos. In this video, I'm going to be teaching you about Lucas. He's not, well actually yes, he is one of my favorites, and at the moment, he's one of the four that I'm using most. The other three being Ness, Captain Falcon, and Marley. Excuse me. Lucas ranks 30th on the tier list. Now, although he does have a few things that make him somewhat of abysmal, he's very good if you can work past his flaws. In a way, he's like Luigi. He has some flaws, but if you can work past those, he's very good. Now, Lucas is mostly... Now, as you can see here, he's not that slow, but he's not as fast as others. But he has very strong attacks. All of his smash attacks have very good killing potential, especially his up smash. And his up smash stays out a lot. Although it does have a lot of startup and ending lag, it has a large disjointed hitbox. So yes, let's start going over his moves. First is jab. Yeah, it's jab, which is fairly useful. It has good knockback on the last hit. His tilts, sweet spotted with the I guess the electricity coming from his hand, where the most damage and knockback. It's not an attack that does a lot of damage and knockback. It's not that powerful of a tilt as you get him. His down tilt, it's like Ness's, you can keep spamming it. But it's not nearly as fast or as useful as Ness's. I mean, it does cost him to trip, but the odds of that happening are highly unlikely, as you can clearly see here. It's not that good for ranking of damage either, unless they're low percentages. His up tilt, which is very good for getting them up in the air, and starting a combo. Let's show a combo here. There we go. And now for his smash attacks. His side smash, actually, a common misconception is that his side smash is stronger than Ness's. It's actually not. Ness's is stronger in terms of knockback and damage. So, yeah, Lucas actually loses out to Ness when it comes to a side smash. It's just that his comes out a bit quicker. Excuse me. His down smash, although it doesn't hit far behind, actually, it does hit behind him on the last hit, but only by a very small margin. Although it doesn't really hit behind him, it does have good knockback. And since there's 3 initial hits of the smash attack, then you can be sure to have a more definite hit on your opponent. And it's actually good when you're in matches that aren't one-on-one, like 3 or 4 player matches, because it can hit multiple people. His up smash, arguably one of the strongest in the game in terms of damage and knockback, is capable of, I'm not exactly sure what percentages it's capable of. Let's try it right here. Oh, well yeah, it's capable of killing before you even get near the 100s. Although it has slow startup and high ending lag, it's still pretty powerful. Now to his areas. Its neutral aerial, you can hit with all the hits, that's good. It's not a half bad approach. I mean, on the shorter characters, you're going to have problems hitting a bit. But if you can hit with all of the hits, including the last one, which has the most knockback of it, it's pretty useful. His down aerial, which is actually a spike on the last hit. Getting all the hits in isn't going to be easy. You have to be above, especially in the higher percentages. This is best followed up with his up tilt, or if you knock them to the ground when they don't attack, then his up smash. His back area hits in an arc behind him. Also works as a spike if you hit them with the bottom of his foot as you're looking down from it. Edge guarding. Yeah. His front aerial good base attack, sweet spot electricity for the most damage knockback, as with most of his attacks. And his up aerial is just a headbutt. Just like Ness's, though it doesn't have as much range as his. Nor does it have as much damage or knockback. Although most of Lucas's attacks are stronger than Ness's, there are a few that fall a little short. Yeah. Now onto his special attacks. His neutral special attack is freeze, much different from Ness's PK Flash. One doesn't have anywhere near as much killing potential as it, and it freezes the opponent. Also, if you use it in the opposite direction you're facing, it's going to go a much shorter distance. Although, since your opponent is frozen, you should be able to get a good hit off on them. His side special, the PK Fire, is different from Ness's. In one, if you use it while you're in the air, it doesn't travel down diagonally, it just travels straight. And two, upon contact, it immediately explodes. It doesn't burst into a flood of flames. So, in a way, his PK Fire is a bit not as useful when it comes to attacking. But there is a way to use his PK Fire and his PSI Magnet in order to get excellent recovery. I'm not exactly sure how though. Wait. Well, I'm not exactly sure, but I'm sure some people know how to recover with it. Anyway, his up special, PK Thunder. Pardon me. I find it to be much better than Ness's. In one, it's able to hit your opponent multiple times, and it can even go through them, allowing you to hit them with the initial PK Thunder self, and, well, major fail there. Anyway, it goes through your opponents, allowing you to hit them with the initial hit of PK Thunder, and show it off, along with Lucas himself. Also, when Lucas hits somebody with the PK Thunder, he hits them multiple times, not just once. And I'm really failing here with this. As I was saying, his PK Thunder goes through people and he hits them multiple times with it. So, also, his is a bit easier to control than that. Unfortunately, it's nearly as long as Ness's. Also, it's good for knocking someone off stage, like that. Yeah, it's got killing potential. If you can get somebody off the stage, you can just hit them with the PK Thunder on its own, and that will probably be enough. Last but certainly not least is PSI Magnet, which, just like Ness's, allows him to absorb energy attacks. Also, yeah, it can damage your opponents after the release. I do not know what kind of practical use that would serve. Maybe you can find it. I know I can't for the time being. And it has surprisingly good knockback. Oh wait, I don't know that much. If I could just get this Lucas. Yeah. Well, I suppose that's one way of showing it off. But yeah, it absorbs energy-based attacks and allows you to recover any damage that you've taken. Now, onto his grabs. Oh, should have mentioned. He has a, well, first his dash attack, an okay approach. And, his grab, yeah, it's a tether grab, which is one reason I sometimes prefer to take Lucas over Ness. Tether grabs, very good for recovering. Yeah, they've saved me quite a few times. Okay, now his grab, as you can see, is not as long as other people's tether grabs. Also, don't forget about, actually I've never talked about this, pivot grabbing. If you turn around quickly while you're dashing, and then hit the grab button, you'll be able to do a pivot grab, which as you can clearly see, has much less lag than a regular grab. It's also a good way to trick up your opponent. Anyway, on to the grabs, well, no, the throws. On to the throws. His forward throw. Yep. His up throw. His back throw, nowhere near as powerful as Ness's. Matter of fact, Ness probably holds the record for one of the strongest back throws, and yes, he definitely does. One of the, if not the strongest back throw in the entire game. And Lucas's down throw. Practically all of his throws are basically the same in terms of their look, how much power of damage they deal out, and knockback too. Except his down throw is weaker than any of his. So yeah, that's basically all Lucas's moves. Techniques for good approaching, it really all depends on how big your opponent is. But his two best approach options, in my opinion, would be his down aerial and his neutral aerial. If you can get all the hits. Lucas's PK Thunder is also very useful in matches with a lot of people. Reason for this because, well, as I said before, it can not only go through people, as we see here, but you can also hit multiple people with it. But Ness normally just does one big hit on somebody, and probably a smaller hit on the next person in line. But Lucas, you can hit all three people. Now, although it doesn't have as much knockback as Ness's, it can rack up a bit more damage. So that's one way to do it. So yeah, you can really wreak some havoc with Lucas's PK. It's also easier to control, making recovery easier. And yeah. I know there's a way that you can really recover with this PK Fire, but I'm not exactly sure what. Well, I'm sure somebody will find it out. Well, I'm positive that people already know about it. So, yeah. And that's pretty much it for Lucas. Yeah, Lucas, he's a strong character. He's got average dash speed, although his walking speed is a little slow. His attacks, some of his attacks do have flaws that are easily punishable. But he's still good. His attacks have large hitboxes. He's got an easy to control PK under, which can devastate the competition. Yeah. He's strong, he's quick, he's nimble, and he's actually small. So think of him as having the power of a heavyweight character and the speed of a lighter weight character. Although Lucas does have his flaws, work past them. In a way, he's like Luigi. Just work past his flaws, and he's an invaluable asset. So thanks for watching, hope this helped, and next time I will be doing the Ice Climbers. So I'll see you guys next time.